Welcome back, everyone. It's Stray Faye, here with another episode of Harvest Moon and More Friends in Mineral Town. What a beautiful day to just sit around and watch more TV. Alright, so today we should finish up the variety TV channels. We just have like 2 more shows to go. And then a Harvest Goddess minigame. But that's not the end of the TV. No siree, we still got the Harvest Theater after that. We're almost there though. So today, Friday, inside the town cottage, we got Mechabot Ultror 0. Mechabot Genesis, rather. Oh, look at these characters. We can actually see our colored characters. How many episodes are in Mechabot Ultror 0? Okay, just 21. Or 20, rather. Alright, shouldn't be as long as Autumn Breeze, hopefully. Alright, let's watch episode 1. Mechabot Genesis, Mechabot Ultror 0. Reminder, when watching TV, keep the room well lit and don't sit too close to the screen. You can't tell me what to do. Episode 1, Christmas Day. Today is December 25th, Christmas Day. But it's also special for another reason. Red, blue, yellow, and green all have their birthdays today at the same time. They always spend the day the same way. Their families all get together for a big combined Christmas and joint birthday party. They were in the middle of party preparations. Hey you guys, said Yellow to the other 3. What? They replied. Incidentally, Red, Blue, and Green are working on the party decorations, while Yellow is in charge of the food. They're taking a break for a few minutes, so Yellow started this conversation. Well, to be continued. The trailer. A year ago this very day, a white Christmas marked the beginning of the whole adventure. Next time, Mechabot Genesis, Mechabot Ultror 0. Episode 2, White Christmas. The legend begins here. Oh, is this gonna be their origin story about how they find the robot? Imagine it's just like a birthday Christmas present, and this is just all pretend. This is just all pretend toys. Alright, episode 2. Probably skip through the intro. Episode 2, White Christmas. Well, I was just thinking, it's exactly a year ago now since we got the Mechabots. Yeah, is that so? As he answered, Red glanced out the window. The forecast said it would be sunny all morning, but all of a sudden it snowed heavily. Just like last Christmas. That's right, we got the Ultras a year ago today. It was a white Christmas, just like today. To be continued. Trailer. Thanks to their special powers, this foursome are unlike ordinary kids. Will they accept that destiny has a special path in store for them? Next time, Mechabot Genesis, Mechabot Ultror 0. Episode 3, Last Christmas. The legend begins here. Also another note, which was a problem in the last episode, I am definitely gonna mix up these voices because they don't really say who's talking until after the dialogue is said. Alright, episode 3. Episode 3, Last Christmas. A year ago today. And it happened while our families were together, getting ready for the combined Christmas and joint birthday party. Just like we're doing right now. Cue flashback. You know what? This really gets to me every year. What does? Well, the 4 of us were all born on Christmas Day, so our birthday party is combined with the Christmas party. And the presents we get, are they Christmas presents or birthday presents? All I know is we don't get as many gifts as people who have their birthdays on other days. To be continued. Aw, tragedy! Less presents. Trailer. History repeats itself. That's something nobody can prevent. Still, something has to start the snowball rolling. Next time, Mechabot Genesis, Mechabot Ultror 0! Episode 4, Presents! The legend begins. Are they gonna, like, fight a robot after, like, 3/4 of the show go by? Or a monster, a giant monster? Are they gonna fight a snow monster? Episode 4, Presents. It would be nice to get given 2 presents today of all days. I'm not complaining though. I know, I wouldn't say but we should get 2 gifts, but I wish my present could be something major, you know? Something out of the ordinary. Exactly. I guess we all feel the same way. The 4 friends have this conversation every December 25th while everyone's getting ready for the party. But this year, things are a little different. Unbeknownst to the 4, they will receive their biggest present ever. To be continued. Trailer. Their wish is granted sooner than they expected. But as the old saying goes, you should be careful what you wish for. Next time, Mechabot Genesis, Mechabot Ultror 0! Episode 5, Unearthly Light! The legend begins here! Oh boy, it's getting good. Alright, Episode 5, Unearthly Light. Okay, we're ready. That was quick. We do this every year, so maybe they have it nailed. So what do we do now? We still have some time before the grown-ups get back. The clock points to just after 3. There was at least 3 hours left before their parents returned. True. How about we go do something outside? It looks like it's still snowing. It's still snowing kind of heavily, though. True. As the 4 looked out the window, a mysterious burst of bright light flashed outside. To be continued. Trailer. The 4 friends stand at the threshold of a dazzling future. But what lies beyond the door? Will it be hope, despair, or worse? Next time, Mechabot Genesis, Mechabot Ultror 0! Episode 6, Hurry! The legend begins here! Alright, Episode 6, Hurry! As the 4 looked out the window, they saw a strange burst of bright light. What was that? What just happened? Whatever it wasn't the sun. So what on earth was it? Shall we go outside and take a look? Okay, everyone chorused as they rushed out the house. They saw a strange glow come from the direction of the school. The school? Is it on fire? No, it's further away. It looks like it's somewhere in the mountains. Right, let's head over there and check it out. Without, the 4 friends ran off towards the mountains. To be continued. Trailer. The foursome were on their way. Little do they know that a formidable foe is waiting for them. Next time, Mechabot Genesis, Mechabot Ultror 0. Episode 7, Arrival. The legend begins here. Take a swig of water. Episode 7, Arrival. The 4 friends made for the mountains, where a strange light glowed in the distance. You know, I don't think that light is building on the fire. I think you're right, but what on earth can it be? Well, pick up the pace. Okay, came the unanimous reply. The 4 jogged on, panting through the thickening snow. After a while, they arrived at the school gate. The light's coming from somewhere further back. We don't know what it might jump out at us, so let's be real careful from here on. To be continued. I'm just making Yellow the main character. Trailer. Curiosity leads the foursome towards a new encounter. Will they find the source of the unearthly light? Next time, Mechabot Genesis, Mechabot Ultror 0! Episode 8, Discovery. The legend begins here. Episode 8, Discovery. The four friends made their way cautiously along the road behind the school. Agog with curiosity and suspense, they tramped up the mountain. The strange brilliance growing stronger and stronger. Can't word. It looked as if the source of the light was somewhere fairly close by. Just then, is that it? Yellow, leading the way, seemed to find the light source. To be continued. Trailer. Curiosity gets the better of our four friends, and caution was forgotten. From this point on, they can only follow where instinct leads. Next time, Mechabot Genesis, Mechabot Ultror 0. Episode 9, The Visitor. The legend begins here. Take some more water. Episode 9, The Visitor. Yellow went on ahead and found the source of the light. When the others caught up, they were baffled by what they saw. What is that? Is it a person? Sure enough, the light source appeared to be a humanoid. Could it be some sort of extraterrestrial? If it is, has it come to invade Earth? If it has, whoever gets rid of it would be doing humanity a favor, I guess. So shall we get rid of it then? For the sake of peace on Earth, the four friends decided to get rid of the glowing alien, but their decision had unexpected consequences. Wait! Came a shout. The four were stunned into silence. To be continued. Trailer. The four friends leap to the defense of the planet Earth, but events take an unexpected turn. Next time, Mechabot Genesis, Mechabot Ultror 0. Episode 10, The Voice. The legend begins here. Like their first inclination is like, humanoid figure. Kill it. Don't even try to talk to it or see if it's friendly. Violent kid shows. Alright, episode 10, The Voice. As soon as the foursome decided to get rid of the light-emitting alien, a voice was heard. Wait! Children born on this planet. Huh? Who said that? I guess it was the alien. I guess so. But it told us to wait, right? It must have something it wants to tell us. Let's hear it out, shall we? Sure, we'll give it a chance to speak its last words. Thank you. To be continued. The truth was shrouded in darkness, but moment by moment the hour of reckoning approached. Next time, Mechabot Genesis, Mechabot Ultror 0. Episode 11, Revelations. The legend begins here. Oh boy, at the halfway point. Episode 11, Revelations. The shining being spoke to the four friends. In truth, this planet is in great danger. Is it? The mysterious space creature Flux is approaching this planet. If it comes here, I will be burned to nothing in less than 1 month. Oh man, is this true? Unfortunately, yes. Can anything be done to stop it? Yes, I came here to give you something you need in order to resist phlogiston. To give us something? Yes, behold! To be continued. I don't know, I'm just gonna give him Kermit the Frog voice. Trailer. Unwittingly, the four friends are about to embark on a never-ending struggle against the forces of evil. But help is at hand. Next time, Mechabot Genesis, Mechabot Ultror 0. Episode 12, Power. The legend begins here. I like how he's also talking in all caps, so I don't know, I just feel inclined to yell. Alright, episode 12. Power. What are you going to give us? Behold, the 4 Mechabot Ultrors! 4 enormous robots appeared before them. One was red, one yellow, one blue, and the other green. Wow, look at the size of those things! We'll make short work of that mysterious space creature, right? I do not know! What do you mean? Phlogiston is growing stronger and stronger. It is in its former state. You would certainly have been able to defeat it, but now... The four were silent, unable to conceal their misgivings at the alien's words. To be continued. The trailer. The foursome have new powers. But will this mean the end of a beautiful friendship? What the... Bye, friendship! Next time, Mechabot Genesis, Mechabot Ultror 0. Episode 13, Extra Strength. The legend begins here. Alright, alien we were just about to kill. They gave us powers instead. Alright, episode 13. Extra Strength. The four were silent, unable to conceal their misgivings at the alien's words. But it is likely that you will prevail. Phlogiston's strength continues to grow, but I have increased the power of the Mechabots to help you resist it. That is why I added a fourth Mechabot. You mean there are 3 of them to start with? Yes, originally, with the, 3 Mechabots could merge to form Mechabot Ultror, but now this 4th robot can merge with Mechabot Ultror to form Invincible Mechabot Ultror. This version has greater attack and defensive power. It is capable of using new weapons. But since you never knew the original Mechabot Ultror, the comparison means little to you. To be continued. Oh god, that dialogue was messy. Trailer. From the outside, the 4 friends felt a sense of unease. As soon as they put it into words, their former peaceful life was shattered forever. Bye, peaceful life! Next time, Mechabot Genesis, Mechabot Ultror 0. Episode 14, The Question. The legend begins here. Alright, episode 14, let's go! Episode 14, The Question. Anyway, I believe that using Invincible Mechabot Ultror, you will be able to defeat Phlogiston. I came to Earth expressly to give you this gift. As the alien came to a pause in its story, Blue decided to jump in and ask the question that was been on the tip of his tongue for several minutes. But why us? But why tons of people on this this town, were much stronger than us and people who know a lot more about machines and stuff, so why you choose us for? Let me explain! To be continued. The unearthly light successfully attracted 4 brave and honest humans who wanted to kill this alien. Will the light also prevail against the encroaching darkness that threatens the Earth? Next time, Mechabot Genesis, Mechabot Ultror 0. Episode 15, The Secret. The legend begins here. No one has edited these TV shows. All the dialogue is just like going on top of each other and super hard to read. Natsumi, you're fired. Alright, episode 15, The Secret. Why are you giving us these Mechabots? Blue asked the alien. Let me explain, it replied. If strength and technical expertise were the only qualities I was searching for, there would have been others more appropriate, as you say. So why did you choose us? I needed 4 beings who are close friends. If the Mechabots are to function at their full capacity or capability, their operators must work in harmony and combine their power. I also needed beings who would not use this power for evil purposes. But how do you know if we're good beings or not? That is something I cannot reveal. To be continued. The trailer. The future of the planet Earth lay in the hands of the 4 friends. Will they bow to fate and accept the challenge? Or will they refuse? Next time, Mechabot Genesis, Mechabot Ultror 0. Episode 16, Courage. The legend begins here. You know, are they really good people? In the last show, they destroyed the forest and incurred the wrath of Mother Nature. Oh, they're completely their fault. But I guess they did it on accident. Alright, drink some more water. It's hard to yell as this alien. Episode 16, Courage. That is something I cannot reveal, replies the alien. The four friends could think of no reply. I also had another requirement, it continued. I needed beings with the courage to oppose evil. You did not know what I was, yet you approached me without fear. Perhaps you will think me reckless, but I am willing to take a chance and trust you. What is your decision? Will you use this invincible Mechabot Ultror to save the planet you live on? So, basically, you're giving us a weapon, but we have to do the fighting ourselves. Well, yes, that's technically correct. To be continued. The four must give their answer, and it has to be unanimous. It's decision time. Next time, Mechabot Genesis. Mechabot Ultror 0! Episode 17, yes. The legend begins here. I wonder what they're gonna say. Alright, episode 17, yes. Well, yes, that is correct. So, what is your decision? The four exchange glances, then huddled together to confer. What shall we do? I think we should go for it. I'm okay with that. Me too. Count me in as well, naturally. All four were ready and willing to take up the challenge. So Red stepped up to address the alien. Yes, we'll do it. Very well. In that case, the Mechabots will be yours. And these too. So saying, the alien handed each child what appeared to be a wristwatch. To be continued. The trailer. The alien's strange words left the four friends reeling. Did everyone understand the deal that has just been made? Ah yes, they got power. That's all they care about. Mechabot Genesis, Mechabot Ultror 0. Episode 18, Transformation. The legend begins here. You know, I really like the anime. Like animes who kind of do like parodies of this, or like a really dark take on these kind of shows. So like usually in these shows, like they get the power and everything's all good, happy, dandy. They just fight monsters over and over and over again. And that's all they have to deal with. But then like in some anime, there's like a hidden price they have to pay. Like for example, oh, the wristwatch would be like stealing their life force or something, and eventually if they use the Mechabots too much, they would eventually die at a very young age. It's interesting to see like dark takes on these type of shows. Alright, episode 18. Transformation. The mysterious shiny alien handed each of the four what appeared to be a wristwatch. What's this? You attach it to your wrist and assume the correct pose. Then shout, Ultror transform! Your Ultror suit will then appear, covering your whole body. You need the suit to shield you against the frequent impacts occurring while you operate your Mechabot. Never mount your Mechabot without putting your suit on first. Do you understand? Well, yes, we understand those instructions. But what's that stuff about assuming the correct pose? What kind of weird... Why do we have to assume a pose? Well, it's the most important to create the correct atmosphere, to create a correct atmosphere? To be continued. Are the four friends really ready to face the menace described by the alien? Next time, Mechabot Genesis, Mechabot Ultror 0. Episode 19, The Brink of Doom? The legend begins here. You have to assume the correct pose. So the kiddos get excited for their Saturday morning cartoons. Or rather, Friday morning cartoons, I guess. Alright, episode 19, At the Brink of Doom.
Well, it is most important to create the correct atmosphere.
The four friends were at a loss for words.
What is wrong? You find it difficult to devise a suitable pose? Maybe this. Or what if this? Or this? No,
it's fine. Let's come up with something by yourselves.
Very well then, I will give you the Mechabot Ultrors and the suits. After that, you must combine your powers to defeat Phlogiston. That will be all.
What exactly is this space creature Phlogiston again?
As I told you before, Phlogiston is a god of destruction by fire. Everything it touches is burned away.
I never heard of a god of destruction by fire.
There is no time to explain in detail. Phlogiston will soon arrive on this planet.
To be continued. You never explained that. What will happen when Phlogiston arrives? Will planet Earth survive? Next time, Mechabot Genesis, Mechabot Ultror 0. Episode 20. They're back. The legend begins here. Alright, only one more episode. Cool. This was short. This was short. Episode 20. They're back.
There is no time to explain in detail. Phlogiston will soon arrive on this planet. Well, I must leave you.
The flashback ends, and the scene returns to the present. When we first got the Ultrors, we thought Phlogiston would show up any second, right? That's right, we did. But there was no sign of it at all. It didn't actually get here until 4 whole months later, on the first day of school. Right, you would think the alien would have mentioned the time lag, huh? The doorbell chimed. Oh, that would be Mom and the others. I guess our break went late. We better get on with those finishing touches. Okay, the others replied. The end. Oh, we don't get to see them fight Phlogiston. It was just a flashback of them getting the suits. Okay, well, that was cute. That was cute, I guess. Alright. Let's go to sleep. And make it into Saturday. And then we can watch some St. Emerald's Academy on the TV. Let's see, it probably doesn't matter what the weather is for the following day. Let's go to sleep. Maybe as a bonus we'll celebrate the Starry Night Festival. There's actually a new cutscene that you get for the Starry Night Festival once your kid's old enough. That's today, right? Not the 25th. Yeah, that's today. I just have to wait around until noon. Anywho, let's see how long it takes. My poor gourmet. Such a low heart. Let's see how long this show is. It's St. Emerald's Academy. So cute. File 26. Alright, how many episodes are in here? Wait, what? Oh, it goes by files. And it skips around. Oh, okay. When does it start? Huh. I'm gonna start with probably file 3. That seems like the most... That makes the most sense. Let me see, how many episodes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10. Alright, it makes the most sense to start at the lowest of the 2. But if it doesn't make sense, I'll like try to reorder it or start off at a different spot. Alright. St. Emerald's Academy. File 3. The girl who reads books. She always stands in the same car of the same train at the same time of day, with her back against the doors. When the train starts up, she puts her briefcase down between her feet and takes out a pocketbook. With its cover neatly in place, she seems to use dead leaves for bookmarks. For she turns to a page where... Wait, she just pressed and goes on reading. When we get to the next station, the train stops and she totters slightly as the doors against which she was leaning open, causing the leaf to fall gently from her book. She hurries to try to catch it, but misses and it falls to the floor. So she picks it up, dusts it off, puts it back in the pages of her book, and continues reading. We were approaching her station. She took the leaf from the back of her book, stuck it at a point where she was leafing off, and closed the book. Then she put it in a briefcase that she slung over her shoulder as she turned to face the doors. When the train stopped and the doors opened, she got off. I have no idea what this is gonna be about. St. Emerald's Academy. File 15. The two girls. She always stands in the same car of the same train, at the same time of day, in the same spot, waiting for the next stop, her eyes squeezed shut, because the next stop is the one where her friend gets on. When the train stops, she slowly opens her eyes and turns to look at the doors. She smiles, because she can see her friend standing on the other side. The doors open, and her friend runs over to where she is standing. They give each other a great big hug, then promptly start talking. They seem to be talking about the final exams that are coming up starting next week. The station where they got off is coming up. Now they suddenly seem to have switched from talking about tests to bad-mouthing a certain teacher they don't like. The train has stopped, and as the doors open, they get off, holding hands. Is this just like describing different types of people that like wait inside a train? Is this all this is? This might be mildly disappointing, but okay. It's what they decided to have for TV on Saturdays. St. Emerald's Academy. File 26. The girl who looks outside. She always sits alone in the same place, on the same train. At the same time, she keeps her face turned to the window, looking at nothing but the passing view. I don't know what her face looks like, but when the train goes through a tunnel, I can see the reflection of her face in the glass. I still don't really know just what she looks like. When the train stops at the next station, it shakes her just a little. A new passenger sits down next to her. She turns to this person for just an instant before promptly looking back out the window. Aside from that, she keeps staring out the window, just as she always does. As we approach her station, she gets up before we reach the platform and walks to the doors, as she always does. Once there, she again stares out the window, not moving at all, until the train stops and the doors open. She gets off. Alright, this is literally someone just people watching. Someone's people watching all the people on this train and just describing how they act. St. Emerald's Academy. File 30, The Sleeping Girl. She always sits alone, asleep, in the same place, on the same train, every day. She moves in time to the shaking of the train. When it moves side to side, her body moves side to side as well, and her head hits the window with a jolt. That's enough to wake even her. She rubs the bump on her head. It must have really hurt, for she is shaking all over, and her eyes are welling with tears. After a bit of pain seems to ease, and she shifts in place, closes her eyes, and tries to go back to sleep. The train stops at the next station, and she opens her eyes slightly, only to close them and go back to sleep once she sees it isn't her stop. A bit further on, the train approaches her stop. She shows no signs of waking up yet. And she doesn't. She just sleeps on the train all day and misses school. Or maybe there's something more in File 31. St. Emerald's Academy. File 31. The Girl Awakens. She always sits alone, asleep in the same place, on the same train every day. The train stopped at her station, but she still shows no sign of waking up. Even after the doors closed and the train left the station, she slept on. A little later, she woke up, and after a bit, she realized where she was and looked around in a panic. Then she struck her forehead with the palm as if to say, "Oh no, I did it again!" She got up and walked over to the doors where she waited for the train to reach the next station. Once there, she promptly got off and ran to the opposite platform, waiting for the next train. It did not look as though there would be another train anytime soon. St. Emerald Academy. File 47. The girl who eats on the train. She always sits alone in the same place on the same train every day, and she is always eating something while on the train. Maybe she's always waking up without enough time to enjoy a leisurely breakfast at home. Whatever the case, today, she's having an egg salad sandwich and 100% apple juice. She puts the sandwich container on her lap, holding the sandwich in her left hand and the apple juice in her right. She eats one piece of her sandwich at a time, taking a swallow of her apple juice after each piece. Then she picks up the next piece of the sandwich and starts on that. When she finishes it all, she crushes the juice box and sticks it in the sandwich pack. Then she picks up these packages in her briefcase and stands up. Just then the train reaches her stop and the doors open. As soon as she gets off, she puts her trash in the nearby trash can and heads down the stairs. You know what would be creepy? These are all file numbers, and they're all about girls. Well, you could probably infer that this is probably an all-girls school. But what if this is just like a creepy dude creating notes on all these girls that are on this train, and he's just stalking all of them and plotting to do disgusting, evil things to them. To make that into a dark twist at the end. All the girls suddenly, one by one, disappear and get murdered. They wouldn't do that in this game, though. St. Emerald's Academy. File 51. The Girl Who Stumbles. We stop at the station for about a minute. The train will be pulling out any time now. She'll be coming to the platform right then, too. I wonder if she'll make it this time. There's the signal. The train is about to leave the station. Just then, I hear the sound of feet running up the stairs. Is it her? Yes, it is. Just as she reaches the top of the stairs, she trips and falls, apparently banging her knee on the platform. She rubs it and tries to get up, just in time to see the doors close. The apparent shock of seeing the doors close right before her eyes is the real source of her pain as she stands up again. The train is already underway, and she won't be catching it. I wonder whether she'll be like this every day, just like today, stuck there, waiting for the next train. How sad. Poor girl. St. Emerald's Academy. File 67. The Girl Who Bumps Into Things. She always sits alone, in the same place, on the same train, every day. Her briefcase is at her feet, and she holds tightly to what looks like a racket case. Maybe for tennis or something. We stop at a station and people get on. One of these people jostles the carrying case that she is holding. It is pretty big and sticks out into the aisle. She promptly gets to her feet and apologizes, bowing her head, though the person she bumped doesn't appear to take much notice. While all of this is going on, the doors close and the train takes off. Her awkward pose, head bowed, causes her to pitch forward, bumping into the very person whom she was apologizing, causing her to turn bright red and apologize even more fiercely. He did not seem to be overly concerned by this either, and simply sits down next to her. Like, oh, go Manasai! Oh no, go Manasai! I'm sorry! Sumimasen. Oh, 68. Is it gonna continue with the same girl? St. Emerald's Academy. File 68. The girl who apologizes. She always sits alone in the same place, on the same train, every day. Her briefcase is at her feet, and she holds tightly to what looks like a racket case. Maybe for tennis or something. Her stop approaches and she gets up to get ready to get off the train. As she does so, her carrying case hits the man sitting next to her in the face. She promptly apologizes, bowing her head, though he does not appear terribly concerned. Meanwhile, the train stops. Her unnatural stance causes her to stumble and bump into the man to whom she is already apologizing. She turns bright red and apologizes even more fiercely. The man says something to her, which I imagine must be along the lines of, "Hurry up and go before the doors close." She keeps on apologizing even as she gets off the train. She stops outside and apologizes some more. She continues apologizing even as the doors close, and the train leaves the station. She's just like moonwalking and like bowing her head going, "I'm sorry, I'm sorry." Just moonwalks all the way to school. File 80. Is this the last one? Last one. Pretty short. St. Emerald's Academy. File 80. The girl who stares. Ah, this must be the girl who does all these files. She always sits alone in the same place on the same train every day, and she always stares at a single point, a certain person sitting in the next car. She doesn't say anything or approach this person. She just stares. Sometimes the person in the next car turns to look her way. Then she promptly turns her gaze in the other direction. But as soon as that person looks away, she starts staring again. Why? And why isn't she watching from inside the same car, for that matter? In time, we arrive at her station. She gets off, not without some sense of regret, still staring at that same person. Even after she gets off the train, and the doors close, as the train pulls away, she still keeps staring. Creepy! That's it. That's it. Maybe she just wants some friends. She's just looking at all these people. I was like, I wish we could be friends, but I'm too scared to talk to them. Alright, so that's St. Emerald's Academy. That's all, folks. Alright. Well, it was a pretty short episode. Alright, let's go to the town cottage. And on Saturdays in the town cottage, you can do this every week. The Harvest Goddess hosts her own little mini game, similar to the one at the beginning of the game that we did. The Harvest Goddess High-Low mini game, where we can win some fabulous prizes. Yeah, we used that exploit at the very beginning to get a bunch of tea leaves. However, every Saturday you can play one game of rock, paper, scissors with the Harvest Goddess. Let's see how well we do. This is the rock, paper, scissors show. Let's play, Gabrielle. 1, 2, 3. Just pick anything. Paper. I chose scissors. All right. Like what? I think it was like, was it paper and scissors? Like they typed in the wrong choice, but it doesn't really matter because everything's random. So yeah, if you pick paper, the game will actually pick scissors for you. But yeah, it doesn't really matter because it's all random. So I chose paper, I chose scissors, the Harvest Goddess chose paper. Ding! I lost this time. I want a rematch. 1, 2, 3. I chose scissors, and therefore I choose paper. And the Harvest Goddess chose scissors. I won! It's 1 win. 1 loss for each of us. Bye now. I get nothing. Good day, sir. I guess I could just reload and try again to get 1 measly prize. I choose rock. We both chose rock. I choose rock. And I lost. I won. Bye now. Oh, Harvest Goddess is so happy. So yeah, you can only do this like once a week. I was going to play rock, paper, scissors with you, but I don't feel like it today after all. So yeah, I get 1 chance per week. But you can just reload. You know, it's not that hard to save scum this. I choose scissors.
Therefore, we both choose paper. She won again. Come on, I want to get at least 2 in a row so I get one measly prize. Rochambeau. I lost this time. I want a rematch. Paper. Therefore, I chose scissors. I lost this time. I want a rematch. 1, 2, 3. Rock. I lost. Okay. I won! I can't believe it. I lost 2 times in a row. I'll give you this as a reward. Alright, so that's alright, like cut that out. It took me a while to just get the crappiest prize. Alright, so for two wins with Harvest Goddess Rochambeau, yes, we get a piece of white grass. Instead of like a random piece of colored grass that the other mini game gave us. Yeah, we get some white grass. 3 to 9 wins, we get either a rice cake or buckwheat flour, which is kind of the same as the other one. 10 to 19 wins gets you some Ellie grass instead of relaxation tea leaves. 20 to 29 wins gets you some Alexandrite. 30 to 39 gets you pink diamond. 40 to 49 gets you mystic stone. And yeah, 59, like 50 to 59, 60 to 69, 70 to 79, 80 to 89, and then 90 to 99 gets you a different record, which I think are the ones that are sold or are gotten from Juan through his raffle. Getting 50 wins seems very difficult compared to just save scumming Juan's raffle. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep trying to do Juan's raffle to get the last record that we're missing. And then for 100 wins, 100 consecutive wins, we get the Rock, Paper, Scissors Master Certificate. Just an item that I think you can actually sell it for like 1,000,000 gold, but it's just something that you can pat yourself on the back for getting. It looks like a raffle ticket, which I guess they recycled that same little icon for the raffle ticket from Juan. So yeah, just something as like an achievement, pat yourself on the back for winning that game, which I am not gonna get because that's insane. I would only even attempt to get it if I was playing this on the Wii U and had the ability to use save states. Otherwise, no. Not gonna do it. Not gonna. Alright, well, see, let's end things off. How about we celebrate the Starry Night Festival? So I'll BRB for a bit and wait for it to turn into noon. Okie doke. Okie doke, it is now noontime. Hello, my husband. Oh, he's at a yellow heart now. It's the Starry Night Festival, so I cooked a feast for us. Don't worry, I'll get you back up. Off screen. Let's start eating right away. Mama! Let's go watch the stars on the hill. Oh yeah, we get to actually do some star viewing with our husband. I guess since our kid is old enough, it can watch itself now, and we don't have to like stay at home all day. The stars are beautiful, although our child can barely talk. The dog is watching him, don't worry. I wish I could eat them though. Gourmet, no! Do not eat. Are you Kirby? You're just gonna eat the world? It was fun. Good night. So yeah, you just get that little bit of dialogue with Gourmet just wanting to eat the stars. Weird. Alrighty. I guess I'll end things off here. My poor child. Mama, woof! Well, I hope you guys had a relaxing time. In the next episode, things will be a little bit weird. Because, like, we watched all the variety shows that happen on, like, the left side of our TV. However, we still got more TV shows to watch that happen inside the town cottage. And, yeah, the TV changer doesn't work on the right variety channels, or the bottom ones. So we have Harvest Theater. And yeah, the TV changer doesn't work. And we also have like a race down here, which is gonna be interesting to try to organize. So yeah, in the next episode, we have 2 shows that we're gonna try to watch. And they happen between like certain months. So you kinda saw a sneak preview. There's another rendition of Fairy and Me. But however, between Spring 1st and Summer 7th, we'll be able to watch Mechabot Ultror Summertime. So I wonder if this happens before Autumn Breeze. And from Summer 9th until Summer 30th, we get to see another rendition of Fairy and Me. There's gonna be a lot of reoccurring characters, I guess, in the next episode. And then it sort of repeats. So like Fall 1st to Winter 7, we get Mechabot Ultror Summertime again. And then from Winter 9 to Winter 30th, you get Fairy and Me again. So yeah, it's just those 2 shows. And then we also have like... we also have that little racing channel down there. That I don't know how many episodes of that there are. I think it just occurs during the whole year. I'll have to see. I'll have to see how long it is. And it's kind of funny. Even though they're just like race cars, but their descriptions on them make them seem like Final Fantasy characters, and they just like fight each other with magic. Anywho, I'll try to organize this the best way I can. I hope you guys had a relaxing time, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye bye.